to the ants, whom I wish I had been sent to. Or the birds, you may be assigned another galaxy. This is just a stopping point. Do you believe that all the experiences that you've gathered over a period of 80, 90 to 101, it used to be 120 years, goes when you die, and that's it? Why did you experience all of this? Why did you experience love? Did anybody here experience love? Anybody who raises their hand to having experienced love, keep their next hand up because I'm going to ask you about hurt. And some people wish they had more than one arm when it comes to hurt. You get a lot more hurts than you do sincere loves. How about fear? How about sadness? Hunger? Greed? Envy? Are not all these schools and women to be in awe? Now, when you complete all of this, what do you suppose is supposed to happen? It just ends, and we come to you and put you on a craft and take you to heaven. Now, I said heaven because if you look up heaven, you find out it simply means haven. A dock where boats, which was marina, where boats dock. That's all. And that means you go there to get your ticket to go where you're going. Crafts, medical, as we call them. Or Factology. Factology is a classical Arabic term for flying saucer. Something they can't explain in Arabic, but they know it exists because they put the word in their language. The day is going to come when you will receive your assignment. Are you ready to be spot on? Are you ready to be, what they say, Christ-like? To pick up your cross and follow Christ, as they say, suffer? You saw what he went through, right? They chased him out of Jerusalem. What did Job go through? How Elijah? Ezekiel? Where all the spiritual prophets go through. And we have to enter into the order of Melchizedek. Once they get past, and listen to this, once they get past the 3 degrees, and I'm not talking about entering the place and feathercraft and supposedly master masonry. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 3 degrees that you pass through. Islamism, Mosesism, or Judaism, and Christism, or Christianity. Before you can inherit the right to sit on the throne as a God incarnate, you must master religion. You cannot master religion by reading a couple of books written by someone who is sympathetic, and I meant sympathetic like in faith, to that faith. You can't read a Quran translated by a Muslim and expect to get the full understanding. We're going to get a Muslim's point of view. You have to live it. That's the exposure that people in the Western world never had until 1970. They never had the opportunity to live it. You have worn a yarmulke. Talk to me if it's true. You have kept the Shabbat. Is it not true? You have lit the menorah. You have blown the shofar for Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Hanukkah. You walk through the Torah or Tanakh. From Genesis, I walked you verse by verse, book by book, all the way down to Malachi, my own book. And then I jumped right on into the New Testament. And I didn't go verse hopping like most reverend preachers and teachers. We started with Matthews, went on into Mark, Luke, John. Then we knew about the deceiver Paul, and I also walked you through his schools, the liar. When we got to the book of Revelations, I held it up and I said, no preachers can teach this. All the preachers on the radio today are quoting from the book of Revelation I wrote almost 20 years ago. All of them. If you turn on Sunday, you can't pick a channel where you won't hear a Christian preacher quoting me and you when you was going to the school of Christianity. To us, it was merely school. To them, it's their whole life. And when you got into Islam, you got the Quran broke down word by word, verse by verse. You raised your children speaking Arabic. Better Arabic than the Arabs who were coming here. You prayed 5 or more times a day. Some of y'all of right knowledge don't know what I'm talking about. You haven't gone to all the schools. For those who do. You prayed more than average Muslim. Your women wore face veils. We wore jalabias and hemmas every day. Mr. Minister Shaban came, and we gathered from all across the country for the 100 raka'ah. True? We got up and we made Salatul Fajr with the sun. Isha, Dor, Asr, and Maghrib. We went to all of them. And we sat around when we finished that school. We went on to what's called Illah with the soul. And y'all became Sufi. And I taught y'all the chants of a Sufi and the dhikr. I taught you about the word ishq as opposed to wood and hib in Arabic for love and the divine love of ishq. Throughout that journey, I keep mentioning to y'all, it's all about the all. Go back and read the old books. It's all about the all. Go back and read the old books. It's all about the all. Now when the day will come, we'll have to rekindle that. Yes, it is. Now, once you have digest all of those schools, you can no longer be classified in the groups of fools. Because when someone wants to talk to you about religion, they better come in. And remember, it's nothing we have against it. We know that the real Messiah is coming. Isn't that our teachings? But we also know that you have not even a clue of what the Messiah is, reading the King James Version of the Bible and listening to Reverend Porkchop. Who can't speak Greek or Hebrew. He's never read the Bible in the language. He has no idea what the Messiah was doing in his day and time, or when he was even here. You don't know the Trinity is who? Christos, or Isa, Horus, and Tammuz. They have no idea what that means. You know Jesus still. You know ever got hung on the cross. You got hung on the cross. They crossed you many times, and they're still crossing you. The real Messiah never got hung on no cross. Look, God so loved the world. Not that he gave himself, now. I always found that funny. God so loved me, instead of him coming to die, he sent somebody else to die for me. For himself. Come on. Wake up, y'all. That's not mine either. But now, it's time. Look at it. Look at you guys. From Mount Zion over to here, as we're raising, they never expect us to come like a thief, you know? just recognized when we walked around in white jelly beans and bells. They go, there they go. Look at them right there. Look at them. Ain't that something? Now, they don't know until they got punched with the facts. Who they're talking to. If a brother walks up to you in a bow tie, hits you with paper, and you say, that must be the Nation of Islam. A brother walks up and has this blank look in their eyes like they don't really understand much of anything, and you say, that must be a Christian. If somebody comes up to you in a 1960 mandrill or Isley brother outfit, you say, that must be one of his right now. But if a Nubian walks up to you in a cowboy suit, and the guy next to him down on the Jalabia, and the one next to him down on the dashiki, the other one down on the hip-hop shirt and baggy pants, you just caught off guard. You don't know what to expect. You stand out there with your heart in your hand. And if you guys, if y'all are a good teacher, you're very patient. And you let them rattle on. You store it. Well, let me ask you this. You know, isn't it a wonderful look that look they have in their eye? When you go, the best line they got is, that's not in my Bible. This is your Bible, isn't it? Yeah, look right here. Yeah, look like here we go. Let me see if this is King James. They get back in the phone. Let me see if this is King James. They go, I never saw that. I have to go check that out with my reverend or my pastor. All the pastors going to do is pass it on to someone else. That's why it's called a pastor. You think you're going to pass it up. Their names are appropriate. They call them nuns because one of the things they do is religious. Well, but the funniest one really is the Pope. He's the funniest. I like him. He's the funniest. Listen to this. You're not going to get mad, are you? Catholics. I got double cross too. The Pope loves God so much. I mean, the Pope loves God. He got the God costume, the sticks, the hats, he got the whole works. He got the whole God package. He loves God so much that he don't want to see God. Because he's hiding in a booth. Now, if you are the Pope, and you and God are on a one-to-one talking basis, you know what I mean? You know, you can go around and give him life, because you say you're God's people, you know, spokesman right there. You love God so much that when you ride down the street, they put you in a bulletproof vest in hopes that you don't get shot, because you might die and go see God. Shouldn't the Pope be crazy like me and walk through a crowd of strangers? If someone shoots me, I'm going to get shot whether I'm walking here, or I'm going to a party, or I'm falling, tripping in the bathroom. You imagine if Jesus would have slipped in the tub, what their symbol would look like? I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But this is the day and time when we got to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me. But as God, I can't lie to y'all. And neither can they anymore. You with me? We're in a day and time now where you're going to see more earthquakes. You're going to see more fires than ever before. They are poisoning the water intentionally. Because the chemicals that are in the water have to evaporate up. And this is why in the evening, when you look at the moon, kingdom, and you think it's beautiful to see this reddish moon, You're looking through the oil pollution on the earth. The moon is behind it. The air is full of oil. They're spilling the oil in the seas purposely. I know you don't believe every week some barge tilts over and millions of tons of oil go in the water, do you? No. The man is going down and he wants to take us with him. Because he knows we will survive. We the color of roaches. We will survive. Y'all have no problem understanding roaches, huh? They're putting poison in the air, and then they're starting fires all around the globe. The fires are fusing like ions, and it's sending out electrical particles into the air that's giving you headaches. Headaches, I'll tell you where. Headaches right here. That ain't no coincidence, is it? It moves right down your face, moves around here, and hits you back here sometimes. And that's because when they shifted this planet off its axis, and they altered the environment by splitting quartz and biax. You have an atom, a quartz, a biax, and a sheathus. They only told you about atoms and quartz. They will soon tell you about a biax and a sheathus. They are sending poison into the air because you are now only using a fraction of your brain. You once used your whole brain. You once flew. Now you only fly in dreams. And in those dreams that you fly, you get a sincere recollection of how easy it is to take flight. You have wings right under here. You just don't use them any longer. They were used where you came from. When it says the spirit of Elohim in your scripture, it doesn't say Yahweh, Yahweh, or Yahweh. It says Ruach Anta Elohim. When it says the soul of the Elohim moved upon the surface of the waters, that's when you came to this planet to scout it out. And the planet was covered in the water. And you decided to make land appear. Because this was once one of the most fertile, in fact, this whole galaxy, the solar system, with its 12 planets, was very fertile. Many extraterrestrials come here. Well, they were here before you on your atom or his atom was even created. They were already here. This is a choice place to visit, like Clarion is a choice place to visit in other galaxies. The Kemites, or Egyptians, came through the Libra constellation this way. Osiris passes through the Libra constellation on into Orion. The Sphinx looks at the Leo, not Libra, Leo constellation. It symbolizes that lion, that cat. You with me? When that happens every 25,000 years, when the earth renews its history, there is a cataclysmic, what do they say? Say it again. Not catechism. There you go. The Ice Age. The storm of meteorites. You follow that? The earthquakes. All of the people of the earth know that it's time for the earth to get shaken again by Mother Nature. This has nothing to do with gods who have incarnated to this earth because you're visitors. And by now, you should have been able to transport yourself or transpose yourself back into Etherians and get out of here. Or just simply hover above the surface of the waters until that time is over. Unfortunately, you have become too attached to the things of this world. And now you're caught here. You're trapped. But what started happening in the 60s is you started to reactivate the brain. The barotheric gland was starting to respawn inside. And a lot of children were born with these big bright eyes. A lot of Nubian children with these large, long Egyptian heads. A lot of mothers started saying, boy, this child is real smart. My kid is extremely intelligent. Far more intelligent than you are. All the mothers and fathers know what I'm talking about. These kids got so many cons. They organize their cons, what they want. They know what they want. They know what shoes they want to wear.